Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Monday, May 20th, 2019. I am out for my walk today, so I want to discuss hiking, bugging out, if you had to bug out, so I figured I would take my camera with me. Now, I live back in those woods that way, so I went to 2.1 miles out today, so my total walk today is going to be 4.2 miles. But so we're going to talk about hiking and bugging out, okay? Now, nobody knows obviously when SHTF is going to happen. The possibilities that you're going to be at work, I mean, you got to figure there's a 1 in 3 chance that most likely you will be at work when an SHTF situation happens. And that's only if you're working an 8-hour day, and then depending on how long your commute is as well, is also going to be a factor in that. So with having to, let's say a lot of people are driving 30 miles to work, okay? So you're 30 miles, you're at work, SHTF happens, let's say an EMP happens, and now you got to get home. So what I wanted to discuss with you guys, because this is actually something that happened to me the other day, last week. So I walked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I figure I'm going to walk at least 4 days a week, okay? So Wednesday when I walked, I felt it a little bit, and then Thursday when I walked, I felt it the entire way that I walked, okay? And what am I talking about? I had chafing in my upper thigh where my pants were rubbing on my leg, okay? So why is that significant? Why is that important? Well, because if I'm doing, I did 3.8 miles that day, and so it was not, it wasn't like I was taking an extremely long walk. But if you're walking, those are some of the things you're going to need to take into consideration. If you have a 30-mile hike to get back to your home, if you have to, in a worst-case scenario, you're at work and SHTF happens, or if you have to bug out from your home. Let's say you get home and it's not safe, and now you got it. Let's say you are home when something happens, and you have to bug out, okay? Most people have not prepared themselves for that SHTF situation physically. So they're not prepared. A lot of us preppers have bug out bags, okay? Which is great. That's a good thing to have. But if you are not physically ready to, let's say even as a grown man, okay? Obviously I'm a grown man, to strap on a 40-pound sack on my back and take off and go and have to walk 15, 20 miles. Because now here's the thing I want you guys to think about. The minute that you leave your house, the minute you bug out, you are now a refugee, okay? Along with everybody else on the road, you are now a refugee. You may have a destination in mind. It may be something that may, a lot of people's bug out locations are quite a ways away from their home. So how long is it going to take you to get there? And if you're walking, and I want you to remember this, guys, that first day that you are walking is going to be your best day. Absolutely your best day, that first day you're walking, because that's going to be the day where you are most rested, physically ready to do it. After that first day, your muscles are going to be sore. You're going to be feeling it. There's going to be a lot that goes with it, especially if you're carrying any amount of weight with you. And so those are things that I want you to think about, okay? Proper footwear, having enough clean socks, having some kind of foot powder to keep your feet dry from sweating, because you're going to have a lot of issues on a long walk if you're not careful, okay? Having something that if you start getting some kind of chafing, that you can put something on there that's going to help it, because it's not like you can stop and give yourself a full day to rest. It's just not going to happen. And so those are things that I want you to think about, okay? And again, like I said, being physically ready for that challenge is really, really important. And that's kind of, like I said, this is week 3 of me getting going here and getting myself back into shape. And so I just, like I said, I'm a big believer, if you're going to talk the talk, you better walk the walk. So, you got to be able to back up what you're saying. And like I said, I'm taking you guys on this journey with me. I'm doing this methodically. I'm building up slowly. Today, I have my canteen with me. So I'll show you here. I just brought a small canteen with me. So my And actually I picked this guy's up at a garage sale. So last time I walked, I was sitting there going, man, I wish I had brought water because I wanted to be able to hydrate, but I didn't. So today I'm like, I'm bringing water because I knew I was going to go 4.2 miles today. So like I said, I'm going to get it up to 5, and then I'm going to start adding weight. And even carrying the canteen and obviously my camera, that's adding extra weight, which is okay. It's not a lot, but you know, I'm going to slowly build things up to get myself. I'm going to cross over here, so I'm walking towards traffic instead of against it or with it. So anyway, so here, guys, is this farm I was telling you about. Okay, it's a big dairy farm, and in an SHTF situation, I mean, we are way up in the hills here, guys. I mean, it's, like I said, I'm going to pan this around so you can really get an idea. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous up here. Absolutely gorgeous. And we are really high elevation where I'm at. So, but, so that farm, he's got a lot of cattle, obviously. He's got milkers and stuff like that. So they're going to need protection in an SHTF situation. So if I have enough manpower and we can offer protection, obviously, what do we trade for that? We are trading milk every day. We are going to trade cows here and there, you know, that we can butcher and use that meat, preserve it, and all those type of things. And obviously, that's going to help our survival situation. We're helping their survival situation by offering protection against people coming in and stealing their cows and, you know, and butchering their meat. Because you're going to see people that are going to do stupid things, like they'll kill a cow and they'll cut out a couple of steaks, and then they don't know how to deal with the rest of that cow, and they'll let that cow rot on the ground, which is a complete waste of meat and stuff like that. So if you can utilize every bit of that cow, even the hide obviously can be used as well. So those are all things that need to be taken into consideration, okay? But getting back to hiking, being physically ready is really, really important, okay? And I know I just went, that was an incline all the way up, and as I was walking up that incline, I was like, oh yeah, that's good. But, you know, so here's what I want you to think. Looking out, you have to, these are other things that I want you to put in your head. Now you see, I'm on the road, okay? I am hiking on the road. The chances are that you will not be able to, the entire time that you're bugging out, be able to hike on a paved road. Maybe obstacles, roadblocks, okay? So if you can take the roads as much as possible, that's going to be great, okay? But you may have to cut through the woods. You may have to, you know, go through a swamp, you know, or, you know, really inclement weather. All these things are going to be a factor in your bug out situation. Your time of year for that bugging out is also going to be a factor. Think about being out in the elements, and you have a 30-mile hike to get home, and it's wintertime. That's not going to be a pleasant situation, okay? So those are things I want you guys to think about. So, you know, when people have these thoughts that getting out there and hiking, and I'm just going to get my bug out bag, I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to take off. Well, number one, like I said, if you're not physically ready for that, you're going to get hurt. You're going to have mechanical injuries. You're going to have pulled muscles. You're going to have a lot of problems, okay? And so that's going to play into it. Then you have to be, you know, once you get going with those type of things, you're going to be very, very tired, okay? Mentally sharp, being mentally sharp is going to be important. You know, having enough food, you know, to get you to where you want to go. Realistically, 30 miles, you could do it in a day if you were in tip-top shape. 3 miles an hour, you know, easily enough to do it, 20 minutes a mile, if you're in that kind of shape. But let's say you're not. Let's say you're 40 pounds overweight and you're not used to walking. You might be able to keep up that 3 miles for the first hour, and then you're going to slow right down. And then you're going to start pulling stuff out of your pack because, holy crap, this is a lot heavier than I thought, and I wasn't ready for this. That is not the time to figure that out, guys. The time to figure those things out is now, while it's not life and death. The things to get ready for, to be physically ready, is now, when it's not life or death. I mean, if I walk today or didn't walk today, it's not life or death, okay? But I know for what I want to accomplish and for what I want to do, I want to be physically ready for the challenges that are coming ahead for all of us, that I needed to get out and get this walk in today. And like I said, and I was really thinking about this when I was walking Thursday. I said, when I walk on Monday, I'm bringing my camera so I can share my thoughts while I'm walking, because there's things that are going to come up. I mean, you know, I would never even thinking about chafing, where, just because I'm walking. But again, now, if you're not wearing proper clothing for that bug out, you're at work and you got your work clothes on, you know, you're not prepared. You know, maybe you don't have boots. Maybe like a lot of nurses wear Crocs. If you're wearing Crocs and you're trying to walk 30 miles, good luck with that, okay? If you are wearing scrubs and it's cold outside, well, enjoy that, because it's going to suck right up there, number one, huge, because that's a real thin material, and that's meant to be used while you're inside, not, you know, out walking in the elements. So again, I want you to think about these things. I challenge all of you to get out there, to get physically ready, to get out there and start walking and get yourselves in better shape. You're going to feel better, you're going to look better, and overall, it's going to prepare you for what's to come. And again, remember guys, once you bug out, once you leave your permanent location wherever you are now a refugee. So you have to, you know, be ready for those situations. I mean, you know, think about, okay, again, I'm going to say, you got your 40-pound rucksack on. Let's say you got your bandolero with, let's say, about 200 rounds of ammunition more, and then you got your rifle. All right, 6 to 8 pounds maybe for your rifle, and so, you know, you're talking about a lot of weight that you're carrying that you are not used to carrying. So those are things to think about. I wanted to share that with you today. I just wanted to put it in your head. And so something to think about, guys, okay? Live chat last night was fun. Had a really good time with that. A lot of laughs. Oh my God, I haven't laughed like that in a while, which was fun. And Suzanne's a good girl. I wanted to let you guys know real quick before I jump off of here. With anybody interested in Kratom, Mike does sleep at night. Very selfish of him to do that, I know. So if you put an order in between like midnight and 7 o'clock, he may not do your invoice until the morning, because selfishly he wants to sleep at night. I don't understand that at all, but I just wanted to let you know that. So the link is on my website. It'll take you to a page where you can save 10% if you're looking to get Kratom, okay? But so anyway, guys, we still have the sale also going on the website. I think that's going to end the 25th. And so 25% off any kind of bucket meal on the website. So if you're looking to add to your freeze-dried goods, now is the time to do it. A lot of craziness going on, guys. A lot of things could be happening. That scary stuff with the U.S., Iran, all those type of situations. So be mentally sharp, be physically ready, guys, because bad things are coming, okay? So anyway, remember, guys, we're all in this together. That's important to remember. Also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it, and the only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself, okay? I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now. I'll show you this barn here a little bit.